You're right there. Right there. Our goal is to change lives for generations, yeah. Because, I mean, anybody can learn a trade, but we're trying to change a culture. And again, just restore pride in the trades, because we've lost that. Take that one into Minnow. That's the last one on the backside.
About a century ago, the only jobs available were ones where you had to get your hands dirty. But now, as the trades are quickly being sawed out of school budgets, fewer teens are trading in their cap and gowns for blue collars. Fredericksburg builder Richard Laughlin knew this fate all too well and decided that if he wanted to drill the trades back into teenage minds, he would have to lay the foundation himself. So he restarted the program that taught him everything he knows. So this is familiar territory to you.
It is. I went to school here, was a sophomore when this program first started back in the old days.
Now, was this building here?
It was brand new back then. We actually built a house at that time off campus, but that program went away about 15 years ago.
Is that where you learned?
It was where I learned, where I got my start. Probably half the builders in town got their start right here in this shop with Mr. Brisbane. All right, this is Casa Uber Alice 5. One of our local architects, Shad Fouché, designed it and donated his work to the students last year. It was framed last year, and the students this year are working on finishing it out.
So the freshmen and sophomores
framed it.
And
now as juniors and seniors, the same students are finishing it out.
Wow.
Look at this. So when they finish, these kids pretty much know everything they need to know to...
They're going to be involved in all aspects of construction. They actually laid the concrete block, they dug the foundation that we're sitting on, and then did the framing.
How does that make you feel that you're teaching these kids and then they're going out and they're still doing what you taught them?
Well, we're really trying to restore pride in the trades because we lost that for a long time. But the whole group of builders and tradespeople that are involved is, you know, we're really proud of what we do as blue-collar workers, and we want the kids to be proud of that, you know. There's certainly a place for people to go to college and higher education and white-collar jobs, but somebody's got to be able to unstop the toilet, and somebody's got to put a roof on your house and paint your house and be able to do all the things that the trades do. And then you could go on the backside and nail one in too.
Okay.
But nail this one in first, because if you go on the backside, then you're not going to have that joist helping you hold it there.
Okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see you do it.
For the past 7 years, local builders like Richard have volunteered their time to help the students at Fredericksburg High School build homes for various landowners in town. Some are purchased up front, others are bid on, but all are made from the ground up by teenagers looking to jumpstart their career in the trades. They call their project Casa Uber Alice, meaning homes built with pride in Spanish and German, an homage to their town's cultural roots, in order to show that no matter what your background is or who you work for, you can always come together for the greater good.
Well, Fredericksburg is now a diverse community, historically a German community, but we have a lot of Spanish-speaking kids here. And as we were first starting the class, we had a class that was all the blonde-haired kids on this side, all the not blonde-haired kids on this side. But one thing that we taught the kids and then we showed the kids, and these kids now don't even think about it, but this was 6 or 7 years ago, it was like, we're all working together. So I would bring some of my trade partners in, and I was like, oh, Gabriel over here, he comes to work every day and he wants to listen to Oompa music. Can y'all believe that? And I want to listen to my Tejano music. You know, we kind of do these little skits and stuff, but we broke it up and really got the kids to where they understand we all work together. So one thing that we do, you may have noticed today when you're here, there's a lot of different contractors here involved in this project and trade partners, and we're competitors. I mean, I bid against these guys, they bid against me. I'm happy when I get their job, they're happy when they get mine. But when it comes to Casa Uber Alice, there are no discrepancies. We're all in this together. We all work hand in hand to make this project a success. Nobody's in it for the limelight, everybody's doing it for the kids. Just measure 97 inches.
For 2 hours every day, these high schoolers hammer away at their homes with the hope that they will already have a career in construction the second they graduate. But what initially started as a way to get more kids interested in the trades quickly turned into a class on important life lessons, where Richard turns from builder to instructor and teaches the students the most valuable tool, manners.
Hey, good. How are you today?
Doing good.
Good. When we first got started, things were not quite like they are now. We would have kids that didn't really want to be in the class. They took it because they thought it was going to be a blow-off class. It didn't take but 2 or 3 times, and they figured out not to mess with us first off, that we were serious about them learning something and that we wanted to help them. Now here we are 6 years later. You saw the kids today. I mean, we've changed the culture. Not only have we taught them to work, but we've taught them how to be good citizens and how to be respectful to people. And I think that'll get them a lot farther than life than anything we can ever teach them about driving a nail.
As the sawdust from Fredericksburg High flies through the sky and coats other cities, Richard hopes Casa Uber Alice will inspire other schools in Texas and the nation to also invest in their students' futures. But beyond the wooden walls these teens put up lies the meaning behind each Casa Uber Alice project. This isn't just a place to learn trades, but a place to call home.
What's the response from the parents that they see their kids doing this? They've got to be pretty impressed.
That one you don't want to ask me.
Why?
Parent night, I got one parent show up. It's that bad. Yeah. That's why we're here. Because these kids are in trouble without us. And that's why we're here. Makes a lot of difference what we do.
The Casa Uber Alice students balance atop scaffolds in the homes they've spent the last year and a half working on as Richard watches from below with a careful eye. These teens may tower over him now, but Richard Laughlin is someone they will be able to look up to forever. Not only did he teach them how to drive a nail and read a tape measure, but he taught them how to take pride in their work and treat others with respect. Skills each student will be able to keep in their toolkits for the rest of their lives.
Perfect. We've taken kids that walked in here and not disrespectful, but not well-mannered. And these kids, they walk in, they introduce themselves now, they ask us how we're doing, they tell us thank you for coming. I mean, it's just, that's probably the biggest reward, or one of the biggest rewards out of the class, is to see that we changed the culture of these kids.
What does that do for you in here?
It makes me really happy. It makes me really proud of what we're doing. We're restoring pride in the trades, and that's what we want to do.